Okay, folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier. We're here. I'm here. We're doing it. Kyle Rittenhouse verdict is apparently in, and this is very exciting. Of course, you see some stuff on my screen here that I'm going to try and get rid of. This is the Rittenhouse situation, the verdict. I'm going to predict not guilty. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just predicting it. I'm going to predict an acquittal. I think it's a mistake to have this verdict on a Friday because that allows people to have a whole weekend of protests and riots. I don't think there's any reason to protest and riot in this situation because who are you protesting and rioting it for? I'm going to fix my screen, folks. I know it's a little goofy. Oh, God. My neck is a little stiff today, to be honest with you. I got the green screen thing on. I'm going to take it off. There we go, folks. So we're live here. I'm on all the channels. Twitter, Mike Messier, Angry Wrestling Fan, is now on Twitter with these live streams. I've taken off the LinkedIn. If you happen to see this on LinkedIn later, that's great. Rittenhouse is standing. Very exciting, folks. There you see my.
Has the jury reached a verdict as to each count of the information?
Here we go, folks. I'm predicting not guilty on all counts. I'm predicting, not saying I endorse it. I'm predicting not guilty. Any comments? You're free to. This is live time, folks. You can comment. Very exciting. Very exciting, folks. Kyle Rittenhouse verdict. You know, I went in thinking he was guilty. Now, I don't know. It's a tough one. I think the proof, though, the proof is what we're talking about. The law.
The defendant will rise in case the jury hearken to its verdicts.
The defendant is rising.
State of Wisconsin versus Kyle Rittenhouse. As to the first count of the information, Joseph Rosenbaum. We, the jury, find the defendant
Not
Kyle
guilty.
H. Rittenhouse not guilty.
Not guilty.
As to the second count of the information, Richard McGinnis. We, the jury,
He's
find
not
the
guilty.
defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty.
Not guilty.
As to the third count of the information, unknown man.
Should have waited till Monday.
Find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty.
Big mistake. Should have waited until Monday. Not guilty. He's crying.
We, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty.
Oh, shit. That was the big one. Kids going home.
Gage Rose Court. We, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty.
Well, there you go, folks.
These your unanimous verdicts? Is there anyone who does?
Kid got a save of execution, so to speak. 18-year-old kid gets to go home. He's going to be fucking some Republican whores tonight. I'll tell you that.
We started.
They're going to line this kid up. Ricky Schroeder's going to have a Silver Spoons party for this kid.
I told you it could last 2 weeks and 2 days. This is 2 weeks. This is 3 weeks.
He's breathing heavy.
Wonderful jury to work with. You were punctual. You were attentive.
You should get a fucking water sponsorship.
Over here
He's getting ready to go out and shoot some more people.
keeping from discussing
Good for
the case
him.
during the time
What the
the case was
fuck?
questioned as well. All of you
I
gave
predicted
us
it. I mean,
active
who knows?
better jury to work
Any
with.
comments, folks?
And, it has truly been
They should have waited till Monday because we're going to have a whole weekend of protests and riots and bullshit. People should just stay home.
just in terms of your
There's nothing to protest. There's nothing to riot. If you watch the fucking case, the prosecution did not do a good job and the defense did. It's just law. This is the law.
country placed in you.
Well, Ian said this at 1:13, so I'll give credit for the prediction.
Dismiss you at this time. You're never under any obligation to discuss any aspect of this case with anyone. You're welcome to do so as little or as much as you want. The media have, a number of media sources have requested the ability to.
This judge is a trip, man.
They have been allowed to
Well, Getz has his own problems, man.
press representations to you.
That's for sure. Gets has got his own problems. This kid just, you know what he needs to do is just get the fuck away from the public eye and just reset his life. Bruh, just trying to get famous. Well, you did. But he needs to just go away and relax and just hide out. But he won't. He'll do some books and some other bullshit. There you go, buddy. This judge is milking this.
There was some concern about information and your safety, and I assure you that we will take every measure to ensure that that is your concerns are
not guilty. I'm glad I watched this in live time. Ian, if any more comments, Ian, if you want to join the stream, I can invite you to join if you want, buddy. In fact, I'll invite you on Facebook, Ian, if you want to chime in on this, if you're ready to go. We'll make this interactive. I always say it's interactive, folks, and that's not a lie. So if you feel like joining in, Ian, for your commentary, be nice to see you on here again. Fucking this judge, like, fucking Kyle just walked out of the courtroom. He said, "I'm done with this." He's like, "Okay, Judge, I'm going home." So I've sent you the invite. If you feel like jumping in, Ian Patrick, you're welcome to. Go to your Facebook for the link. The judge is going to get a lot of scrutiny. If I was the judge, I would retire because he's gotten a lot of scrutiny and he can just do other things. How do I feel about it? I mean, I feel like they should have waited till fucking Monday, because it's like, why do you fire people on a Friday, I guess, but on a protest, a riot thing, people have the weekend off. You should have waited till Monday. You know what I mean? But if I was ruling the world, you should have waited till Monday, folks, for this verdict, because now we're gonna have this stupid whole weekend of fucking shit. People should just stay home. Don't go out, folks. Don't protest. Don't riot. There's nothing to riot about. So, Ian, you've gotten the invitation, buddy. If you want to accept it, that's up to you. Very exciting. Well, the kid can go home. Not guilty.
After over 26 hours of deliberations, over 4 days' time, the jury in Kenosha County, Wisconsin, has found defendant Kyle Rittenhouse not guilty.
Not guilty, folks. I predicted it. You can watch the beginning of this video. I did predict it. What will happen next to this kid? I say kid, he's 18 years old. He's got his, I think the smart thing to do is not to embrace yourself to the public eye as I'm Kyle Rittenhouse, bro, just trying to get famous. Go away for a while. Take a vacation. You just got your life back. Just friendly advice to the kid. Not that he's listening to me, but just try to get away from this situation. Don't go on all the goddamn talk shows. Don't fucking go on Fox News and talk it up with everybody. Just go away. Go on vacation. Get away from the public eye. Go back to the private sector. And if you feel like this is something you want to do with your life of being a public figure, a fucking Kim Kardashian type, or what's the Amy Jo Belafonte, or the woman that Amy Jo, whatever, the woman that shot the lady in the head, do that. But I don't know. I just don't think you need to. I don't think you need to pursue this. In other words, take some time off from being a public figure, because now all you're known for is being a guy that killed a couple of people. He's a hero to the right alt, or to the, who knows who's a hero to. He's not my hero, but I feel more like the kid got in over his head. Adam says guilty, in my opinion. Don't drop the soap. Well, buddy, he just got not guilty. So Adam's court of law disagreed, buddy. But look, I'm not going to start a parade either way with this thing. I'm trying to find my guest thing. I try to invite Ian. Adam, if you want to come on, you're welcome to, buddy. I can send you the invite, because I would like more opinions on this thing in live time. So, Adam, if you want to check your... There should be no protests, no rioting. Anyone that protests or riots is an idiot. You know what I mean? If you protest or riot this thing, you're a moron. You didn't watch the damn thing. It was one side did a better job than the other side. This is a case of the judicial process. The kid had better lawyers than the prosecutor. We're back, folks. I was just had a little bit of interruption. Yeah, buddy, not guilty. Adam, did you watch any of the trial? Did you watch the because the thing is, it's not so much guilty or innocent. It's the case that was presented, and there was a lot of flaws in the prosecution's case, their own witnesses and so forth. The guy that got his arm shot off. I mean, it's a horrible case. There's no real winners in this. There's only losers, different degrees of losers. Even Rittenhouse is a loser because his whole life is defined by this situation. And I'm sorry, it's not a good situation to be defined by, even if he got off not guilty, which he just did. Okay. Well, Adam, like I said, buddy, I'm willing to share the mic with anyone that wants to come in here. Look, I'm not going to go protest or I'm not cheerleading this kid. You know what I mean? I'm not. You know what I mean? I just think that in this particular situation, watching how I didn't watch every video. Johnny Z pointed out that Rittenhouse does have a father in his life, although his father's been, as far as I can tell, kind of silent. But it is what it is, folks. Here's a little replay of it, the excitement.
Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the second count of the information, Richard McGinnis, we the jury find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the third count of the information, unknown male, we the jury find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the fourth count of the information, Anthony Huber, we the jury.
What can you say, folks? I think this is a success for the judicial system. Look, my biggest thing, folks, I just think they should have announced this on Monday, because now we're going to have this whole weekend of protest. People just want to protest for the sake of protest. They just want to riot for the sake of rioting. Not in all cases, but sometimes. I should say this. People do protest a lot of times for good reasons, most of the time. But sometimes these rioters, the difference is between a protester and a rioter. They're not the same thing. So anyone that uses this as a riot excuse is wrong. Well, that's what I'm afraid of, buddy. And that's why I was saying they should have waited till a Monday at least. But, it is what it is, buddy. Well, I'm not familiar with that movie, Making of a Murderer film, buddy. So I'll definitely watch that. I think Mass One's agreeing with my assessment. It should have been on Monday, not a Friday. This film sounds interesting. Yeah, my thing about this should be on a Monday, not a Friday. Yeah, because now you're giving people the whole weekend to riot it up, and they should have waited till Monday. Tolly's checking in. Hey, buddy, my good friend Tolly up in Massachusetts, Hollywood East, represent. I'm sick only because there's so many people in jail for doing this exact same thing as he did. So when there's a possible mass shooting in progress, what the hell do we do? Good point. Although the case in this particular here's the thing, Tolly. We can't hold this 18-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse, 17 at the time. We can't hold him accountable for all the injustices that everyone else has experienced. You see what I'm saying? There's people that have died in jail for things they didn't do. Innocent men and women have gone to jail, mostly men. And to be honest, mostly African-American men have been jailed for things they never did, places they never were. There's a case, I believe, in Florida where a guy had the same name as another guy, and he's gone to jail his whole life, and he didn't do a thing. But he had the same name, and he kind of looked like the other guy, but not even really. So there's a lot of injustices, but we can't take that out on this case, this Kyle Rittenhouse. That's not how it should work. You can't make Rittenhouse, you can't say, well, we're going to screw him over because we screwed over all these other folks. You shouldn't be screwing over anybody. But yeah, I get your point. but it's not a tit for a tat thing. You don't put this kid in jail because somebody else did something. You have to take the case one at a time. That's just the way I see it. But is it fair? Are there fair things? No, obviously it's not. You can watch my series, Tally. You're welcome to be on it. This podcast cures racism. 3 episodes. Crosby Tatum was on. My buddy Jamie Reborn was on. And Tally, you're welcome to come on because I discussed these hard hitting issues. So did this look? I think the judge was very grandfatherly to Rittenhouse. I think the judge favored Rittenhouse, but at the same time, like I said, as far as Rittenhouse picking his own jurors through a random draw, I'm not opposed to that. And apparently, there was one African American person, a male, I believe, on the jury of 12. So there you go, folks. What can I say? I did put out the call to any guests. If anyone wants to be a guest on the live stream, if you're up for it, you get a computer running. I sent out the link. I can only do so much. But yeah, people are welcome to join in here. So on and so forth. Well, very exciting. Well, there you go, folks. So we will check in later.